Welcome to ABC123 Trader. This is an introduction to the ABC123 baseline indicator. When I developed this indicator a long time ago, this was in my early days, my baseline was basically, I had a baseline here and a trend line connecting to the baseline. And the bottom line, when I originally developed the baseline indicator, it was that to be, of course, if you're on the right side of the trend. And what the methodology of the baseline indicator is looking at a current chart, but the trend is looking on a longer time frame. The issue when we trade is we're always glued to, let's say, a single chart, and there's a lot of nuances going on. And the best way to describe it, I've said that in my previous videos, is imagine you're looking in the sky and you see that jet plane at 40,000 feet, and you can see the path or the direction the plane is going. And then imagine if you're standing right by the runway and watching the plane take off. So what the baseline indicator was originally designed is imagine that the baseline was that plane at 40,000 feet, while your current price is by the runway. That's the easiest way to describe it. So when that was all designed, so what we can do is, when we're on the right side of the trend on the baseline, and the baseline is creeping up, we want to take longs. And if the baseline's short, below the baseline, we want to take shorts. And that's the main methodology, up and down, up and down. But there are times that I realized when I was working on the baseline, is when the baseline starts becoming kind of flat, we get into kind of these chop zone areas. And I was getting knocked out. Like, for example, a day like this. I'm not trading at 3:30 in the morning, but you can get the picture here. So during when the COVID started and the markets were going crazy, I started revamping the baseline. And so I added a whole bunch of new options. And basically what you see on the baseline right now is all the options available. So what I've developed on the baseline, there are different options to it. And what this first option right here is the standard deviation of the baseline. So when the energy increases, you can see the baseline increases as well of energy. And how I use it is these ellipses here will give you quite a bit of information. Okay? As you can see, there's multiple circles here, or ovals here. And what these ovals represent is an area that we're breaking out of the standard deviation. These are suggested stop losses. So let's say you get in the trade, it's saying just put your stop loss right on this line so you don't risk too much. And once you start breaking through, away you go. The color blue is downtrend, the color orange is uptrend, white is in the cloud. Okay? When you see more of a kind of like a tannish color, what that entails is that it broke out, came back in, and it's saying no, it was just testing it for a continuation. As you can see, when you come down and it retraces, it was trying to break into the cloud but failed. Break into the cloud but failed. A few times, and away you go again. What you can use these ovals, what I want to show you here, these ovals are support and resistance areas. So when it's starting to chatter, let's see how it chattered here? Guess what? It hit the same spot. So when you're looking at the previous ovals, you can see if it's going to be in the same area. Okay? Now, once it does break, what you can use if you're not sure how to use as a trailing stop, you can literally use the standard deviation all the way up for a trailing stop. So for example, you entered here and you finished up and you got knocked out, you made 50 points on the ES from 10 a.m. till market close, which is actually really good. But each time that you're seeing it chatter, and you're playing this game until you can get into that trend, you're playing on a trend. Like on the ES, it's actually much easier than on the NQ. I used to use this on the NQ quite a bit. But if you think about it, if all of a sudden you get into this trade, you're saying you do a breakout, they're saying this is stop of 5 ticks. Guess what? We never got hit. Excellent, away we go again. This one here was a retracement at 3 ticks. Let's zoom this in here. We probably got out, maybe put it to a break even or whatever. Got knocked out, come back in, waiting for the next hit here. But you can use this grouping areas as stops. And away you go again, and away you go again. So once you hit a deeper retracement, you're waiting for the breakout. Comes to the breakout, it automatically tells you where your suggested stop would be. 8 ticks is a little rich, I think, for ES. But if you're on the right side of the trade, away you go. And so if you're getting frustrated of saying how to get in or out of a trade, see all this? This is all noise. We don't have to trade. That's the nice thing, is saying don't trade, we're in the standard deviation. So what you also have, I'll just show a couple other options of how the baseline works, is you have other options, as I call them, scalping parameters, sounds for retracement to tell you so you don't have to look at your screen. A background, I'll just show you the background and the vertical line here. Okay, and what it will do, the background is literally telling you we're on a downtrend. See, once the baseline crosses up to down, it was starting earlier. It was just saying we're getting into the trend, and away we go. And we're getting into the trend again, and away we go again. So it's giving you some indication of what's happening. And what you'll notice here is when we're in chatter, you can tell from going from a sell trend to a buy trend. And when you start getting into chatter here, this is what you're looking at within that hour and a half, saying, are we going to get into the right side of the trade? That's about it for the baseline. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or at ABC, or contact me on the Discord. Join our group. What we're trying to do is get a whole bunch of traders and exchange ideas. Other than that, just make sure you pinpoint your trades, trade safe, and have a great day. Bye.